All right, here we go, everybody. We do this all the time, Lisa, so it's like a normal thing.
I like it. I like it. I feel right at home.
There you go.
Tonight in bed, honey, I'm sorry.
No, I won't be saying I'm sorry.
Mean.
All right, here we go, everybody. All right, everybody, now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly beautiful and talented.
And very sweet and friendly.
Very sweet and friendly, Lisa London. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hello from LA, from La La Land.
There you go. And then we want to introduce you to everybody. So this is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hi, sweetie pie. Listen.
Hello.
Oh, what?
Then we've got the man behind
Hitler.
Well, I mean,
I'm sitting.
He's been doing this for 4
Are
years.
you guys fighting over me already?
Already.
Well, you're worth fighting over.
You would think, though, after
If you were a dog, I would let him
he's
win.
done 500 shows, and he doesn't know that you have to introduce the guest. So it's like a weird
I'm only
thing.
in the business 52 years. I'm yet to learn something from Jimmy Star.
So then we got the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Lisa London, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, man behind the boards.
And then we have a chat room full of people, so say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hello, everybody in the chat room.
There you go. Now you can tell us about how we're moving to Palm Springs, and you're from Palm Springs.
Now, you evil queen, can I go ahead and
go ahead?
Speak to her? You're such a bitch. Oh well, anyway, we're married. You know, we're legally married. Curse me.
I was going to say, you do sound like a married couple.
He got me drunk and took me to City Hall in New York and married me.
Yeah, that was it.
Anyway, so you were born and raised in Palm Springs? Nobody was.
I was actually born in Santa Monica, but raised in Palm Springs. And Paul Newman said that to me, that nobody's raised in Palm Springs.
No, nobody's raised. Nobody was ever born in Palm Springs. Just cactus.
Exactly. Very prickly people.
So how many years did you live in Palm Springs?
I grew up there, and we spent summers either in Balboa Island or Hawaii.
Wow, what a shitty life you lived.
I know, it was really rough.
What rough, really rough. Poor thing. I'll send you candy. Listen, you must go. I love Palm Springs. I lived there for 8 years. I lived in LA for thousands of years, but I love Palm Springs. I love the weather. I love the heat. Believe it or not, I love that heat. I could use some of it now. Although it's 72 degrees here in Pennsylvania.
That's not bad.
And for this time of the year,
Normally it's like below zero or like.
But we're not going to
3
talk
feet of
about
snow.
weather. We're going to talk about how pretty she is.
First of all, I want to say that you are incredibly gorgeous, number one. And number two, I went on your IMDb and saw that you started acting in 1979, which means you've been acting for like almost 40 years, and you don't even look 40. So,
thank you so much. Literally my whole adult life. Yes, I've been an actress. I'm
Me
proud
too.
of it.
I started when I was 19, and now I'm 76.
I was 19.
Yeah. So that's when you start.
Let everybody else do the math.
well, we didn't say how old you were, so that way we don't have to worry about it. But yours is on IMDb, so everybody can go on IMDb and check yours out.
How do you feel about them fighting? They don't want age on IMDb.
Okay. I think in today's world, it's the information age, so anyone can find out anything about anyone. But I don't think having any actor's age smeared across print in front of a casting person or a producer is a good idea.
But if they're casting, how do they find you? If they're looking for a 47-year-old woman or 50-year-old woman,
it should be just about how you look, not what your chronological actual.
Yeah, but if you're playing the part of a 55-year-old woman and you're 22, you know.
No, but they have a thing where you have to put your age range. So like you have if you did yours, your age range is 50 to 80 or whatever.
No, I put my age range 16 to 32.
I'm gonna start listing my species range. That's the next.
I'm gonna list my wang size. That might get me work.
Or not.
Why not? You never know. Some horny homo is going to hire me for a movie. I don't know.
So do you go back to Palm Springs?
Never did happen in my life.
Do you ever go back to Palm Springs then to visit?
I was just back, actually. Had a beautiful time. Did a hike, danced all night.
Oh, I miss hiking. Oh.
I actually went on. So you're married, right? Are you married?
Yes, I am married.
And so the guy in the Instagram pictures is your husband?
Yes, he is.
I hope so, because you're hanging all over him.
No, some of them. I actually take pictures with a lot of guys on Instagram.
Oh, well, there's one guy that has more pictures than any other one, because I was like, oh my God, her husband's really good looking.
My husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my husband. Yeah.
So good for you. Is he also in the business? He looks like he could be.
He is, yeah. He's actually one of the top landscape architects in the world, but he has a huge acting background. He actually started Philadelphia Rep.
He
Okay.
started in Philadelphia. Oh,
He started it, yeah, and he's done tons of TV and movies.
poor
We've
guy.
acted.
No,
Poor
I've
guy.
seen
But
Let
him
me see. Let me see. Let me
before.
see.
That's not the best picture because like he's got better ones than that. But I'm assuming that the picture of the guy that says it's Valentine's Day, that's him. I hope.
No,
yes,
if I was
yes, he did.
single and I saw him in a gay bar, I'd pick him up. Meanwhile, I like your boobs. You got some set of jugs there, my dear.
I do.
In
I'm
that picture.
actually known on a lot of websites as the best boobs in Hollywood, and once again, I'm proud of that. Too.
No, but they look round,
Well,
like
they're real,
like
darling.
bowling balls.
Oh, they're real. That's a good.
Yeah.
That makes
Every
you
bit of
different.
me is real.
That makes you different and unique in the first place.
A friend
Yes,
of
I know.
mine was flat chested, and she went in and had a bag job, a boob job. And she was so proud, and she's showing everybody one night at a party her new boobs. And Ron, what do you think of them? I said, I saw those boobs in Venice. It was a water fountain. And the woman, water was coming out of her nipples. I mean, those tits look so fake. They look like two oranges stuck to her chest. Terrible with some of those bags. But that was years ago. Now the bags are softer. They hang more. You know, they're not so.
I wouldn't know. I do not need
No, but you
any
must
of
have girlfriends that have bags. I mean, everybody has bags today.
that. No,
Even
I'm
poor
not
people,
going to
even
talk.
poor people, even people at Walmart have bags. They take the shopping bag, they fill it with water
Okay,
and stick it in
can we
their.
talk about some of my
Yes,
current projects?
yes, yes. But we like to do this in the beginning, and then we give you the whole show at the end, because we want people to know you and like you as a friend, because we're a conversation show. So go ahead, do your thing.
No, I don't want to do the thing like that. That's not how we do it.
That's how we
First
did
of
it.
all,
We
okay,
did
so
it with Fran Drescher. She was okay with it.
you've been no, I meant like we don't want to just I don't want to run right into it because she's been acting for 40 years. I mean, you have a lot of amazing credits.
I
Right now,
do.
it seems to be at this stage in your life, you're like the next big like horror movie queen because you're in a lot of really highly anticipated horror movies, which
I am.
I'm
I
a
am, and it's so strange because that was never my genre before, and I am loving every minute of it.
First of all, one thing that's cool because I'm a huge horror movie fan. How do you say horror? Say horror.
Horror movie.
Okay, horror. Because he always says I sound like I say horror.
No,
But
he
anyway,
says
horror.
horror movie.
Horror
Well, most
movies.
people say horror movies, but if you want to pronounce it perfectly,
It's horror.
Okay.
Horror.
So you
that's
got
the
a
East Coast West Coast thing too.
you actually have been in a lot of stuff too. Actually, because I know you were in Samurai Cop 2, Deadly Vengeance,
Yes.
of which we just had Donna Lee Heising on last week, and the week before
Oh,
we
you
had
did?
Lorraine Landon on the week before that, and I have
Lorene, I love Lorene.
and we have
And also,
Christine DeBelle coming on like in
yes,
2 weeks,
Chris,
and so it'll
Chris
be
is
like
one
the
of
whole
my
cast.
best friends. Yes, I know. And Mel Novak is in it. I mean, it's you know what it's like working with Greg Hatanaka now. That's the director of Samurai Cop 2, and also the other film I'm in, Terror. It's like being in a Orson Welles or a studio organization. You get to work with the same people, and it's so wonderful.
Because you already
Great.
know what they're like. You've worked with them.
Yeah.
You've made films with them,
Yeah,
so you kind of know.
chemistry. Yeah.
And you've got a new one that's coming out. Oh, I don't know if it's when it's coming out. Holy Terror. When is Holy Terror coming out?
It's coming out April 13th, and it's on Amazon Prime. So now that Amazon has won all these Oscars, I feel like I'm really great.
So okay, so Holy Terror also has Christine DeBelle, who's coming on our show in a couple
Yes,
of weeks. She was in Meatballs,
you
and
got
it
it.
has Vita Ghaffari, who we had on I think last week.
Love.
Yes, and we love Vita too. She's so cool. She
Love.
posts everything. It's like you don't even need a website. You just need Vita.
No, we invited us to our home in Palm Springs when we got there.
Yeah, she was really like fun.
That's how much we liked her. She's wonderful.
So Holy Terror though, like on IMDb, I think you're like the lead. So are you the lead in Holy Terror?
I'm one of the leads. Yeah, it's like about 5, 6 leads in it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're the first one on IMDb, so when you Google it, you're the first name that comes up on the film. And what
Awesome. I didn't
I actually
know
have
that.
I have the trailer. I thought we could play the trailer for everybody so they could see it. Chad, do you have that?
We
But I
do.
might cover my eyes. It scares me, even though I'm in it.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. You actually what I want you to do is you introduce the trailer, and then hang on, we're going to play it so people watching can see it, and then we'll come back and talk
Got it.
about it.
Okay, do you want me to introduce it now?
Yep, go for it.
All right, this is Holy Terror from Cinema Epic, directed by Rich Mallory, produced by Gregory Hatanaka, and just enjoy this.
Go for it, Chad. All right, I think we can still talk to you.
Should we do that over again?
No, it's going, already going.
Yeah, but the voice kicked off at the end.
That's okay. It'll be all right. It'll be all
I
right.
know
Can-
you guys are going in and out too. Usually it works really good. I wonder what's wrong with Skype.
I don't know. Lately, it seems like we've been having problems that we didn't used to
Really?
have.
Only because Skype has become so popular, zillions of people use it, and they really don't
Exactly.
have the load to send out like they used to when nobody used it.
I love the balloons behind you. I just noticed that.
Yeah, I get naked and I dance with them in front of me, and I burst one balloon at a time.
I like that.
There
I
it is
like
if you
that.
want to see, so you can see.
Yes, I
things
want to
that's
see
going
this
on.
trailer. Let me look.
You can look at it and see.
All right.
The trailer that everybody sees is a little bit behind us. That's her, I think.
Okay. Dark shot.
But first of all, you look very. You have aged very, very well.
Thank you.
You and he both. You both aged very well.
Well, I'm a
Thank
little
you
different.
so
10 years.
Huh? That's the trailer.
Here you go.
The trailer make it that noise?
It
No.
goes in and out. Yeah, that's the trailer.
Okay.
There's the trailer. Good
All right,
stuff.
everybody. So that's Holy Terror. It's coming. Oh, that was a good scream. Holy Terror, you guys. It's coming again. When is it coming? April 13th?
April 13th, Amazon Prime. And Samurai Cop 2 Samurai Cop 1 is going to be re-released in theaters, I believe, April 1st.
Oh, there you go. Are you in the first one also?
No, that's way before my time, but I'm in Samurai Cop 2,
Both our time.
which is a huge hit commercially and critically, Samurai Cop 2, and I'm proud in that. I love that.
I also saw like you have another film on your IMDb. First of all, it's really cool because it says you have 8 upcoming projects plus all kinds of stuff getting ready to get released. Have you already shot Darling Nikki, or is that something that's going to be shot?
We've shot some of it. We still have stuff to do. That's been kind of an amazing project that also Greg and Rich are doing, the same company, Samurai Cop 2, Terror. And that one keeps getting juggled around because we need actresses in that. Greg.
Okay, well
So-
we've had James Duval on the show like a couple
Oh,
of years ago.
yeah.
We had him on
Yeah.
the show, and that was
Yeah.
going. I was like just looking at all the films that you've done, and then how many people that we know from them. Like you did a film called Midlife, and I'm friends with Billy Wirth. I met him through Brooke McCarter, who was a real good friend of mine from The
Billy's
Lost
awesome.
Boys. And
I'm actually really proud of that film too. That won a lot of awards, and I have a great role in that.
And then I saw another film. I was just looking to see at all the cool people that you've been fortunate enough to work with. And one of the people looks a little bit like Ron. People always telling me looks like that. So you were in a film called Fire Trap with Dean Cain, Mel Harris, who I
sure
love,
was.
Lori
I
Petty,
sure was.
Lori Petty, and John O'Hurley. And everybody always like tells him he looks like John O'Hurley.
You do kind of look like John. You do. Yeah, that was an amazing film to shoot. Amazing. Special effects, fire was so great. And I got to play a reporter, and that was my background in college, growing up. My father was a sportscaster.
I love
She's-
that.
She's speaking in tongue. Chad, could we clear that up?
No, it just it
She's
goes
coming
down.
in as she's speaking like Martian.
No, she's speaking English. It's just not loud.
No, but it's cutting off. It's that problem we had last
It
week.
starts okay, but then within like 5-6 seconds, it starts kind of.
So should
back.
we let her be aware of it so she could repeat what she says? Otherwise, it's going to look like crap. What should we do?
Keep
Because
going.
I didn't know
No,
what
you
she.
just keep going.
I didn't know what
I
she
heard it
said.
all. Oh, I heard all of it.
That's because you speak Martian. I don't.
No, it's fine. It's
You
fine.
guys are cutting in and out on my end too, but I
Right.
can
So
understand.
something is wrong technically. We should clear that up. Okay, go.
There's nothing we can do about it anyway, right at this moment. So I used to do a horror
We're
movie.
live.
That's right.
What she say?
We're live. That's
Well,
what happens.
live sucks. Let me tell you.
He doesn't like live because he doesn't like to have any mistakes, but everybody's got them, so we don't worry about it.
My old show when I had it
I
in
was-
LA was all film. I love film.
Real.
I'm a film person.
I used to do
I
a
love
horror
them.
movie review show, and I didn't know who you were at the time, but it was a really popular one. We got like 50,000 views a week on YouTube, and all we did was review horror movies. 90% of them terrible, like B movies, which you've got one because we did a whole series on the Extra series. There's all 3 of them, and you're in the 3rd one.
Yes,
And-
I am.
And it was funny because we've had Andrew Devoff on the show before, and
Okay.
And so those are terrible movies, but they're so terrible they're actually fun.
They're so fun. I
Right.
know, right?
And so one thing I want to say, I think it's really cool that even in a dog movie of yours, it's not really a dog movie. Like, you know, everybody's got a movie that they're like, oh my god, I can't believe I made this piece of shit. But yours,
Right.
Ron's definitely got one. And
Ugh.
the fact that you're the ones that I went through your IMDb and the ones I would consider a dog, they're not really even a dog. They're kind of like cult
I know,
favorite,
right?
fun ones. So
Exactly.
you've done some really good choices in the things that you've been, and even the ones that you would think, you know, after you see them that are terrible, they're really not terrible. So congratulations on that.
But do you ever go to bed at
Yeah.
night after doing a bad film and suddenly you feel yourself sinking and you think to yourself, oh my God, why did I do that? I must have been stupid, crazy, or why did I do that? And then I really get upset. My last
I-
film, we won't discuss it, but if it were
have
paper,
great
if it were
story.
paper, you could use it in the toilet.
I have a great story. Phil Silvers once
I
caught me
knew
looking
Phil.
set in my trailer when we were starring in a movie together. And he said, "What's the matter, kid?" And I said, "I don't know. I just thinking this movie was going to be
A
a little
dog.
better." And he looked at me and he said, "Listen, kid, no one ever sets out to make a bad movie. Sometimes it just happens."
yeah, like
Yeah,
your
well,
movie. We
I'm
didn't
lucky.
set
My
it.
movie.
I'm lucky.
I knew
Yeah.
Phil way back when I was a teenager, not a teenager, I was a young fella. And he had such a weird personality. One minute he could be sweet and funny, the next minute he could be miserable and nasty. And I didn't understand in those days it's due to the business. You know, when you're on camera, you're sweet and wonderful, and when you're off, you're somebody
I've
else.
been so lucky because I really, everyone's always treated me really great. I really don't have any horror stories. Apart from fun.
Even the stuff that
Solid.
you did when you started, though, like you had, even if they were little roles, they're little roles in movies with such big people.
There's
like,
no little role.
yes, there
Phil.
is.
Remember, there's no parts so small.
No, because I made a little list of
Only
people.
small actors,
Only
right?
small actors.
I
That's right.
I made
That's
a little
totally
list
right.
though of people that you've been in films with, whether you had a bigger part or a little part. I picked out some of the like really names that everybody knows who they are, just so we could brag a little bit for you, because I like to do
Awesome.
that. So here we got Tom Hanks, Dan Aykroyd, Christopher Plummer,
Oh, Christopher.
Tommy Lee
Yeah.
Jones, Linda
Yeah.
Hamilton, William Sanderson, who we've had on the show, Robert Vaughn, Hector Elizondo, Johnny Depp, Rob Morrow, Clint Eastwood, Alexandra Paul, who we've had on the show, Don Harvey, James Wilder, Daphne Zuniga, Robert Culp, Andrew Devoff, and then I already did Dean Cain, Mel Harris, Lori Petty, John O'Hurley, and then you got all the people that we've had on the show lately, James Duvall, Christine DeBelle, who's coming on, Billy Worth, who's been on the show, Laureen Landon, Donna Lee Heising. So you have and that's just some of them, because like you have so many credits, I couldn't go through all of them. I just picked the ones that are super like monumental.
Awesome.
So
That was like really cool. I mean, it was kind of like the in memoriam.
yeah.
No, but you don't
Beyonce.
realize
Kind of a list, but it's a cool list, and they're all, well, most of them are alive.
you don't realize all the people you work with. But when you start
I
at
know.
19, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, I have a list of people. People think I'm full of shit sometimes when I say I know this one, I know that one. They think I make it up, because in your travels, you know the people you meet, thousands of actors in a lifetime. So
Yes.
it's not on. It's not
So
on-
who's your bucket list? Like who's your like? Okay, I've been in movies with all these people, but if I could really pick any star and be like, this is who I want to like act with, whether it's a male or female, who would be like your bucket list person?
Ryan Gosling.
Oh my God!
Another one.
All the
with
girls say
Ryan
Ryan Gosling. I don't get it.
My daughter's in
I
love with him. She
adore him.
loves him. My daughter.
And
Okay.
Christian Bale. Christian Bale.
Okay, I like that one.
Let's see.
What about
who
a
else.
female? If you could act with
No,
a
wait,
female.
How
Okay,
about the
female,
one I
let's
like?
think.
The blonde guy I like.
Oh, he likes who's the guy who plays Thor? Chris Hemsworth. That's his favorite. He thinks
What do
he's
you
so
think
hot.
of him?
He's cool. I have very specific tastes.
Oh, but that
He only likes him because he looks good. He doesn't even seen any of his movies
yeah,
hardly.
I saw his movie where he stuck the thing in the
Oh,
earth.
I'd also love to work with Marianne Cotillard
Yes.
or Jessica Lange.
Oh, I love Jessica.
You know Marianne Cotillard, isn't she?
Yeah.
Didn't she was in that last Brad Pitt movie, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she's done brilliant,
brilliant
work.
work.
Well,
Yes.
not to
But-
brag, but I was in my first film with Tab Hunter and Sophia Loren. Was that?
Oh
a
my
biggie?
God. Well,
That
Phil
was a-
Loren, yeah, I'd give anything to work with her too.
And
yeah.
I made friends with her because her English was very poor at the time. This is back in '59, and I speak Italian fluently because I am. So I was sneaking around the set talking to her, and they, of course, told me to get away from her, not to annoy her. And she, in her English, said, "No, you leave him."
Oh,
And
I
yeah,
love
she was
that.
very, very much that way. And we shot 3 days, and I tortured her, followed her all over, worshipped her, the ground she walked on, the most gorgeous thing in the world.
Yeah, she was
God,
stunning.
she was
So
young. She was 26 years old.
so go
Oh,
to
did you
oh,
You froze.
do Clint Eastwood? Because that's like a huge
yes,
person.
Clint Eastwood,
And
Sonny
Burt
Dale
Reynolds.
Powers.
Yeah. He looks
We
like a
knew,
nice
John
guy. He
Eloise.
looks like a regular Joe.
Dangerfield.
we knew Burt Reynolds.
Yeah,
I know Bert well,
yeah.
very well. Bert
I
is a friend of
love Burt
mine.
Reynolds. He
He was,
directed me.
yeah, Bert's a good guy. He's very ill now
I know.
in Florida. It's
I
sad.
love it though. So out of all the films, what other projects do we have that are coming up that I want to like touch on? Because I was told Holy Terror is the big one to make sure I push. But
That's the big one.
that's the
Yes,
big one.
yes,
Okay.
yes, it is. And I'm also in another great horror film called Do You See Me? And that's based loosely on the creepy clowns that were terrorizing people in the news.
Oh,
And it is, oh my God, it's so creepy, scary, great. And I have a great role in that too.
I love
And
that. Remember that when
and
they
I'm
had all those like clown sightings that the clowns were killing people and following people and stuff
I
around
love
in the
that
news?
movie.
No, not the movie. It's in the news, like how the clowns.
Oh,
you
I'm
will
talking
love
about,
it.
I'm talking about the horror
He
movie.
likes killer clowns from
I
outer
love
space.
Killer
Oh,
Clown.
well, you'll love it.
That's
You
my,
will love this. You will
well, then
love
I
this.
will. I love clowns that are crazy.
Directed by Corbin Timbrook, another really great friend of mine. We've
What's this
done a
film
bunch of.
called?
Do You See Me?
Do you see me?
Isn't that out now?
No.
No, not yet.
I thought I must have read something in the Hollywood thing about it.
It's been getting some hype, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's
Oh,
good.
it's about clowns?
You'll see.
Oh, spooky clowns? I'm there. I love
You'll
spooky
see.
clowns.
Yes. And I'm
Clowns.
also in a pilot called Confessions of a Hollywood Bartender, and that's that's not really available.
I'm looking for the Do You See Me?
Oh, I
one.
want to see clowns. When
Here
is
we
it?
go.
When is
She
it coming
plays-
out?
She plays Sarah Edwards. Oh, you're
Oh,
like
look at
you're the
that.
top billed cast in
Oh,
it.
look at that clown.
Yeah, that clown looks pretty
Oh,
creepy.
that's a mean looking. Oh, I love that clown. Look at the teeth.
That's what it says. It says.
Wait, I want to look
hang
at
on,
the
it
teeth
says-
on him.
It says Emily is being stalked by a rogue clown. He's everywhere, including her closet. That's scary. Right off
Oh,
the
I
bat.
love it. I love it. I love the movie.
It's so creepy, scary, and it's shot beautifully.
So
Yeah.
when is that
So
one coming?
And
out?
by the way, Holy Terror is shot like, I mean, it's literally, it looks like a mega budget film.
That's because they're using a good camera. They're
Yeah.
probably
They've got
using a
talented people.
red. If they're not using a red, they're using the newest one, which I forgot is a
They
serial.
are using the
The
newest
one with
and
all the
it's also-
serial numbers. That's
it's shot
somehow,
on location in the most gorgeous old houses.
that's a fabulous camera if it's the one we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
It's better than the red.
So how come you're not on Twitter? Because everybody was asking me like, how do we promote your guest? And I was like, she's not on Twitter. We can't promote
I'm-
her.
Instagram, Facebook, IMDb. I don't want to do Twitter. I don't want my life that dominated.
Thank you very much. I agree with you. I mean, I'm on Twitter because Jimmy does the twatting, but I don't go to Twitter.
Right. But I am on Instagram. Lisa London LA is my handle.
All right, you guys. So follow her on
And I'm
Twitter.
a
It's
great photographer.
and you're
I
what?
I'm a great photographer, so you'll love my photos.
No, you do have good photos. I go through it every couple of days. So everybody follow Lisa London LA on Twitter, and you can
And
find her
on
on
Facebook, I'm Lisa London Fan is my page.
Lisa London Fan, and on IMDb, you guys, she has a lot of credits, really like unbelievable. All the credits that she's got, a lot of stuff that's going to be coming out. It looks like this year, and then she's got just stuff that she's been in over the years that everybody will know who they are. Another film that you were in that I think looks good, even though it's an old film, and I know a lot of the people in it. Actually, I know Scott Schwartz, and there's some other people, but Blood Ranch actually looks like a good B horror film.
It is. It actually debuted in the Blockbuster video days, like in the top 10 for rentals. And it's gotten some great reviews too. And I have a really cool part.
Yeah, so I think everybody.
I think I'm evil until you realize why I'm not.
So, what's your favorite horror movie? Like, do you like the genre? Like, would you, if you weren't like becoming like the huge scream queen in all these horror movies, would you actually be watching horror movies? Do you like to watch them yourself?
I have a love-hate relationship with horror films. I literally,
So do I.
it's the same thing about watching torture scenes. I'm like this.
Yeah, he won't watch those.
I hate that. I hate the gore. To
I
me, the
know.
greatest horror movie ever made was Psycho with Tony
Me too.
Perkins.
I was just going to say that
You
because
can't
I
beat it.
love the fact that it's implied. So much of it is implied. And you use your imagination.
It was really done so well. Everything about it was done
Do
beautifully.
you see any of the new ones? Like, have you seen Get Out yet? I heard Get Out is a really good movie.
I haven't. I have not.
I want to go see Get Out.
I want to go see Clowns. What's it called again?
Do you see me?
Do you see me?
What is it?
Yeah.
Do you
Do you
see me?
see me?
See how clever I am?
You are that and
I
and
get your
Holy
title
Terror.
out many
Holy
times.
Terror is so cool
What was it
because
called
it's
again,
about.
your movie?
Do you see me in Holy Terror?
Do you see me in
Do
Holy
you
Terror?
see
The
me?
big one.
I want the clown one. Which one is the
That's
clown
Do
one?
you see me?
That's the one I'm going. As soon as it comes out, I will be there, and I'm going to contact you somehow
Oh, wait,
and
wait.
let you know.
Did we find out about that one? Because now he's got me all confused.
I love the.
When is Do You See Me coming?
Do you see me? Is the clown?
I know,
one.
but when is it coming out?
Soon.
I don't have an exact release date yet,
Okay,
but
okay.
it's
Probably
definitely
Halloween. I bet
It,
they'll hold
it
it.
might they might do something like that, but
Yeah.
it's going to be
They'll
major
hold,
launch.
They'll hold
Yeah.
it till,
So,
till
And
October.
I'll be blasting away when I know.
So the big horror movie then, everybody, is Holy Terror. It's coming out April 13th. It'll be on Amazon Prime. If you follow Lisa London LA on Instagram, you'll probably see posters, and when it's out, I'm sure she's going to be promoting the heck out of it, and that way you'll be able to see it, and you'll know when it's coming on.
Lisa, I am so old and so forgetful. What is the clown movie called again? Quiet. What is the clown movie called?
Do
again?
you see me?
Okay.
Do you
Everyone
see
out
me?
there, Do You See Me is a must. It's clowns. Scary
Did
clowns.
you ever see Killer Clowns
Scary
from
clowns.
Outer Space? Did you ever see Killer Clowns from Outer Space? 'Cause it's not really
I
scary.
didn't.
I
Okay.
love
didn't.
it. I
It's
love it.
really
I've heard-
campy.
I love it because it's high
Heard it.
camp. It's so high camp.
Right.
And I love
Right.
Killer Tomatoes was so stupid and so ridiculous that
I
I have
know.
to watch
It's
it.
great,
I love
wasn't
it.
it?
Adorable. Just fun movies. Fun movies.
Absolutely.
Did
Yeah.
you ever like the Lost Boys from the 80s?
Yeah, I love
Like, that's-
them. That
like, that's
Billy Worth
my-
was in
Yeah,
that.
but they
Yes.
was,
Billy Worth.
that was a serious movie.
But
That was
when I
not
was
a
in my
camp.
band, the Pinups on Columbia, Sony, CBS Records, I had this big record deal, and Billy Worth was in Lost Boys right at that time.
Oh, see, that's awesome. What was the name of your band? The Pinups?
The Pinups, yeah.
Oh my! What kind of music did you do?
Lollipop.
It was pop rock, but everyone thought we sounded like the Pointer Sisters, but we were four white chicks, and we also were the first girls to wear lingerie on stage and on film on the Merv Griffin show, way before Madonna.
Oh my gosh, you were on the Merv Griffin show with your band. How
Oh,
cool is that?
Murphy.
Pinups. I'm gonna wait.
Cool,
Are there
Merv.
any like pin? Because back then we didn't have videos. Is there a place that we can hear the Pinups music?
Oh yeah, you can go on Facebook. We have our page, the Pinups Live.
Oh, I'm gonna look that up.
I knew
Yeah,
Merv
there's a lot
Griffin.
of great
He
stuff.
never
on there.
invited me on his show, but I knew him because I was
He loved me.
I was best dear friends with Mr. Blackwell, Richard Blackwell.
Oh yes,
my
of course.
my
yes.
best friend, and
The
he
first
and
best and worst dress list, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And Merv was his good friend. And the last time I saw Merv was in his limo with two beautiful boys that he was with. And Richard, when we left the limo, started making Blackwell. He's always with two beautiful boys. And that's when he said he was with that famous guy that on television.
Okay.
What's his name?
Terrio. Denny Terrio.
No. The other guy that
Oh.
the Oscars, the guy at the Oscars. What's his name?
I don't
You
know.
mean
the
Ryan
one-
Seacrest?
No, yeah, Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah.
The one you hate.
I know. I don't like Ryan Seacrest,
We
unfortunately.
were in a gay
Boy,
bar.
I
met
did
him.
not
We
know
were in
that.
Studio One in L.A.
Did we just out somebody?
Everybody knows Ryan Seacrest is gay.
Everybody in the business
Anybody
knows
who's
he's
got
gay.
half a brain knows he's. I mean, it was all a big thing when he got hired for
I'm so
American.
naive.
He was
I-
Merv's
I don't-
boyfriend for years, for a long time.
I know, but didn't he go with that chick from Dancing with
What
the
does
Stars?
that
I guess
mean?
he's not.
That doesn't mean
It means
anything.
he goes like this.
No,
Yes,
it just
yes.
means he's got to hide out like everybody else, unfortunately. But
Yeah, which is stupid.
Well, no, I don't want anyone to have to hide.
I know, I don't either. But I actually met him one time at a concert where I was Elton John's guest, and I wanted to go meet Ryan Seacrest. It was the first season of American Idol, and nobody would, and his body people wouldn't let me go there, even though he was like a nobody. And here I was, like Elton John's guest, and so I just said to him, because he was standing like 2 feet away from me, and I was like, Ryan, you know you wouldn't be anybody if you weren't Merv Griffin's boyfriend, so get over yourself.
Years,
I
years
love
and
it.
years ago, when I was very young, I went out with George Nader. Do you know the actor George Nader?
I don't know him.
He played
I
with
know the
Joan
name. I'm
Crawford
not
in
sure who
Woman
he
on
is.
the Beach. Woman on the Beach. He was gorgeous with a great body,
Oh
and
my
he was
gosh.
Rock Hudson's best friend. And I once said to Rock, I said, "Why is it you don't come out? You could do so good for gay people instead of the fags in the streets looking like weirdos." And he said, "Because I want to work."
I know. It's
Isn't that
it's still a
sad?
crazy world. I mean, it's still
Because he
crazy.
wanted to work, meaning he would
I
never work again.
I know, I know.
I never
And
forgot
and
that.
and believe it or not, that's why most women don't want their age listed on IMDb. They want to work, and they're afraid that if someone thinks they're old, they're not going to hire
Well,
Oh,
them.
see,
you
we
I
know,
mean,
just we just
40
that's
years
it.
old, you're
we've only
finished.
got wait. We
You're
only have
finished at
we only
40.
have 1 minute, but we just had two really nice guests on from a movie called Comfort, and they their ages are not on their IMDb. And I was asking them how they did that, and they said, if you never put it on there, then it's not on there. But
Right.
once you put it on there, you can't take it off of there, and that's why
See,
the
my
SAG is fighting
No,
that.
no,
my
no. Actors never put it on there. It's not about actors. It's IMDb. Once they find out your age, you
They
put
put
it
it
on
on
there.
there.
But
Yeah, that's
they're going to
terrible.
have to take it off. They lost a major lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want them to
Oh, we
keep
gotta
my
go. We
age
gotta go. We
on
gotta go. We
because
gotta
it
go.
gives me work. They have to hire people
Are
over
you saying
75
goodbye
now.
to me? Mwah.
Yeah, well, hold on, everybody. So hold on, everybody. Follow Lisa London LA on Instagram. Make sure to check out Holy Terror April 13th on Amazon Prime. And thank Joe Williamson for setting the
Thank you,
whole thing up.
Jamie.
Bye, Lisa. Thank you so much. Chad, thank you so
Bye,
much.
guys.
And
That
I'll
was
see you in that
awesome.
movie with the clowns. What's it called?
Yes. Do you see me?
Do you see me? All right. Thanks,
Okay.
Lisa. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
Hey,
Lisa.
everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the Jimmy Star Show. Next week, we've got the Wenatchee Tribe and Ricky Rebel coming on the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Peace out, everybody. See you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.